guys? What's going on? Also, we got Mo, CJ here, and me, James. Man, we're gonna talk about what is going on in sports right now, and I'm a definitely start with Mo on this one because he loves college football, guys, and college sports. Um, First of all, did y'all stay up to 2:30 to watch Deion's game?
Sure did.
I watched. I don't even remember watching the ending, but I definitely was on Mall Crib for my niece's birthday watching. I think we got like a half of it.
Man, this is what happened. So I'm sitting there, and I'm looking. I'm like, damn, they getting blown out. And then I was like, man, I'm about to go to bed. And my man Matt texted me. He was like, hey, you watching the game? I was like, wait a minute. I was like, okay. So I started watching it when they were on the verge of coming back. Like he told me to tune into it I think they were down by 8. That's when I started watching it. So it was I loved it. It was a good game. What were your thoughts, Mo?
I mean, it's when you're a program like that, and I get sometimes with Deion there and the people there and the hype there, but it's a thing you need. It's the type of win you need, especially when you're rebuilding. Like people don't realize still, even with the changes, new coach, people brought in. This program was a 2-win team last year. So when you're a building program, you have to be able to win those type of games sometimes where it's ugly. You don't play their best, and they've done it back-to-back weeks. They went back and forth with Nebraska. Now you sitting there, you get blown out. You're pretty much in some people's eyes your best player, and other people's eyes their second best player gets hurt on a really bad hit, and now you're sitting there like emotions high, like a rivalry game, and they overfight it. So I think it's a momentum builder. And I'll get to this soon in my segment, but I really think they're going to get it. It really brought character to them, and I think they're going to get one of the next 2 games. They got 2 big games coming up, one against Oregon and back-to-back against Oregon and USC. I won't speak to which one they'll get, but I definitely will come out and say they're going to get one of them.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I watched the game. It was pretty good. Travis Hunter is okay. He has his own show on Bleacher Report app. He said he's good. He got lacerated liver though. It wasn't a clean hit, obviously. But he'll be back and he'll be healed. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna miss 2 big games, Mo. But we'll see about what Colorado can do. Craig, what were your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was I thought it was a good game. It had excitement. It had the comeback that you wanted. At least I wanted Colorado to win the game. I talked last week about this possibly being a trap game because they might have been looking forward or looking ahead to Oregon, but I don't think they were looking ahead. I just think that Colorado State played pretty well, and then obviously one of their best players, Travis Hunter, gets knocked out of the game, so he's on both offense and defense, so he's not available for either side at this point. But they were able to make a comeback. They left them a little too much time at the end of the game where they had to go 98, 97 yards down.
Yards, yeah.
And then they ended up getting a touchdown and ended up getting a 2-point conversion to go to overtime. So it had all the drama, the hype that you wanted, I guess, if you're a fan of Colorado or Colorado State or just an exciting game. I really wanted a more decisive win. I wanted Colorado to blow them out. That way they could feel, that way at least I could feel a little bit better about them going to Oregon. At this point, I don't think they're going to beat Oregon. I don't think they're going to beat USC either. So, but at the end of the day, this season wasn't about, I guess, winning like 9 or 10 games for me. It was just about just playing hard, going out and doing basically just you couldn't get any worse than 1-11 last year. So going out and at least trying to get bowl eligible is what I was kind of hoping for at least 6 wins.
Mhm.
They're halfway to that already. So teams that I believe I've seen the things that said like teams that started out 3-0 that only won one game the year before. I think the highest wins was 8. So I think 8-4. So they still have a chance to get at least 6 wins. Or more.
6 more or okay, you're going 6 plus. Okay.
I'm just saying I think they could get. I mean, I haven't really looked at the schedule too hard. I just looked at these next 3 games or these 3 games with Colorado State and then Oregon and then USC. I know later on they got Utah and Oregon State who's ranked and UCLA who's ranked. So they got a tough schedule. But I was just looking forward to these next 3 because I know it's going to be a tough stretch with this rivalry game, in-state rivalry game with Colorado State, and then 2 division games back to back. So I think if they can steal one, though, I think it'll be a big momentum boost for this team going forward. It's just going to be tough because playing up in Eugene that crowd is crazy. Yeah. Fortunately, they get USC at home, but they're playing against Caleb Williams.
That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy.
So
that's going to be crazy, man.
I was happy that Colorado got the win.
If I could go to a game, Craig, I would go to that one.
I wouldn't go to that one, but
USC versus Colorado?
No, I'd probably go something like Michigan, Ohio State, because I know.
No, I'm just talking about for Colorado. Like if you had a chance to go to
a Colorado game. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, probably. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, this game, if you went to this game versus, because I know Stephen A. Smith said he wished he had went to this game versus going to the Nebraska game because this game is obviously a lot better, a lot more competitive. So, but I'm rooting for Deion. I'm hoping that he gets his program turned around. Looks like he is turning around in the right direction. But I'm still kind of skeptical on what's going to happen this coming these next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I'm going to read off to you, right? They play Oregon this Saturday. Then they play USC on the 30th. Then they play Arizona State. Then they play Stanford. Then they play UCLA. Then they play Oregon State. Then they play Arizona, Washington State, and they end with Utah. So I can see them winning 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think it's going to be.
I can see them be winning 5. 1,
I don't know
2, 3, 4, 5.
I think they were already overachieved. I don't think it's a disappointing season, even if the next. I mean, obviously it'll be disappointing to them, but to go from 1 win to right now 3 in your first 3, I think it's a big improvement and
huge,
achievement for that school. Going forward, I think it can only help the team to get recruits and things like that. I didn't believe in this team I think last year we said it. I was like, I think they got a wild.
Yeah, you were like, nah, James. You were like Colorado's the worst team in football.
Maybe I was wrong, but I mean, it was still they got 9 more games to go, so we'll see what happens in these next 9 games.
And do you know that the top left tackle visited Deion, and the top quarterback in the country, 5-star recruit, visit Deion when they played Colorado State? And I know they probably met Lil Wayne because he was there. I was just sitting there like, he's going to be tough. I think he's going to probably get a lot of recruits, man. Because I know for a fact, Keyshawn Johnson said he's going to go to the USC Colorado. That joint is going to be crazy because a lot of notable people went to USC. So it's going to be, man, I can't wait for that game.
You could argue that the Pac-12 is the best conference in the nation.
It is. I'm sorry. You can argue
8 ranked teams.
Yep. And the quarterbacks play. The quarterbacks are phenomenal in the Pac-12. You got Bo Nix, Shador Sanders, Caleb Williams.
Michael Penix.
Penix is from Washington State.
Like Washington.
Washington, yeah, Penix.
I don't think any school out of this conference is gonna win the championship, but I think they got a deep conference. I mean, this is probably the last year they're gonna be together, but I mean,
you know, it's funny. People said that if Deion would have came 2 years ago, the Pac-12 might have stayed together. All right, Craig. 49ers